Well, the day has finally arrived. It is Thursday and I am starting to pack. I leave tomorrow, so Friday, at 6:15 p.m. New Zealand time, and I'll arrive in Australia at 8 p.m. and then I will just randomly be taken to some designated facility for 2 weeks of quarantine by myself. Woo!
Much later.
It's 25 to 9. I was going to start this packing adventure at 5 o'clock. Definitely got distracted. And here we are. Look, the suitcases are there. Nice. This is just classic packing with Leanne.
Much later.
Well, today's the day. It looks like I never get changed out of this jersey, and to be honest, I kind of didn't. It was cold last night, so I slept in my jersey as well. I basically finished packing last night. I just have to do the fiddly annoying things, you know, like the toiletries and chuck in my chargers and stuff, but I need them today at the same time as well, so we'll get on to that. And then I have Zoom University for the first half of the day. Have to send in my assignment, submit my assignment, and then I am going to the airport. So I'll miss the second half of Zoom University, but thankfully I emailed my the clinicians and they were like, it's all good, it's mostly self-directed for the rest of today, so I'm not really missing out on anything, / I could read it on the plane, but also I have movies, so maybe I'll just read it somewhere else. 10 out of 10, I'm going to miss these coffees. Here's your 1 p.m. update. I'm leaving at 2:30. Just finished on Zoom for the day for what I have to do, and I will have to send in some documents about which antimicrobials to use and all that kind of thing when I get back to Australia. But like I said, here's your 1 p.m. update, and it has not changed since this morning. 2:30. She's done it. Oh my gosh, they just accepted my travel, so my bag has gone through. I did shed a little tear because that was stressful, but we're gonna go on the plane and won't see mom for 6 months. So empty, oh my gosh. My gate only opens in 60 minutes, so time to just chill in an empty airport. Literally cannot order food or anything because nowhere is open, so this is where I'm at. Just chilling, you know. Honestly though, I was so stressed because I walked up to the front desk, right, and they check you in, and I had to give my Australian driver's license and Medicare card, and then they sent you over to another desk because they had to phone Canberra to make sure that my travel exemption was legit, and it took forever for Canberra to pick up the phone. So I was just standing there, I'm not usually a stressy person, but I was I was kind of stressed because I just heard the people in front of me, they were like, we can't find your exemption, and I was like, what? But I'd printed mine out, so I was like, this is actually legit. And then I was just waiting there and waiting, and I was like telling myself, like, calm down, Leanne, like, why, like, you're gonna go. But I think it's just so much stress because I'm like, I just really want to graduate. And in the first, like, when I made the decision to come over to New Zealand for the lockdown, I wasn't sure if I'd made the right decision. I knew for my mental health I had, because I don't really like being by myself, as I've said before. And I knew that it would potentially mean that I couldn't graduate this year, but it still just like didn't quite sit right. I was like, oh, I really hope I've made the right decision. So I think I've kind of like had that stress on the back of my mind for ages. And then yeah, just with this Canberra not picking up the phone, I was like, don't send me home now. Thankfully they didn't. They sent my bag off to the plane. I am checked in, I've been through security. They're no longer doing the automatic facial recognition type check-in. You have to go through people. I guess they're trying to check that we're not coughing or sneezing or anything, and yeah, and now I'm just waiting until I can go to my gate and fly to Australia.
Have a fever, cough, sore throat or having difficulty breathing, please speak to a member of the crew now. Passengers may be health screened on arrival. You must follow the direction of the health professional who may require you to go to hospital. After immigration, you're required to collect your bags and you may be subject to biosecurity screening before leaving the airport. On exiting the airport, Australian Government officers will escort you to a private bus to transfer you to a hotel. You must follow their direction. Some of you have special dispensation. You'll need to talk to the authorities about that with your proof of the non-isolation. You're required to remain in quarantine in a hotel for 14 days. You're required by law to comply with these directions, and failure to do so may result in fines or imprisonment. Do not film or take photos of any government official. Please visit the Department of Health's website for further information, and thank you for your cooperation. We'll just wait, we should get clearance any minute now, thank you.
Well, I've made it to Australia. We're in Brisbane. Walking through the airport now, and then gonna go grab my bags and get escorted to wherever I'm staying. Top floor, it's like 10:30 at night now. Got my snack pack. Honey, I'm home.